Have you ever thought about your funeral? Planned it? Thought about what you want to see? As a hospice chaplain, I think about my funeral all the time. But when I share this with other people, they often look at me like I've got broccoli growing out of my ears. They say things like, "Ugh, that's so depressing," or "That sounds morbid." Why you should write your own obituary today on Mastering Mortality's News You Can Use. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Mastering Mortality's News You Can Use, where we work hard to help you make the most of each moment. In the middle of a recent episode of The Hidden Brain titled Taking Control of Your Time, Kathy Malginer Holmes talks about an exercise of writing your own obituary, which she has some volunteers do in her research on time and happiness. Kathy says that what writing your eulogy does is it leads you to take a broader perspective of your time, thinking about your life as a whole. How do you want to be remembered? What legacy do you want to leave? And writing out a eulogy that you hope will be presented about you. What that does is it clarifies the things that are really important about you to you. What are those words that you hope people use to describe you? What are your values? And by thinking about that, what life do you want to live? This can inform how you spend your hours and time today. Now, Kathy's exercise closely reflects an exercise that Stephen Covey suggests as part of his second habit of the 7 habits of highly effective people. He says to write what you want on your tombstone, which really makes you boil down and concentrate what you believe are your most important values and purpose into one very short, simple sentence. Kathy's exercise is kind of a long form. Stephen's is a very short form, but I found the exercise to be very helpful. About 15 years ago, I spent a couple of months pondering and writing and mulling and rewriting until I could boil down my eulogy and tombstone to one single word: peace. But not like peace, nor peace like the lack of conflict, but peace like shalom, which in Hebrew means health and wellness, wholeness and completeness, joy and justice for me and for all of life around me. And this does help me on a moment-by-moment basis focus on what's most important to me and how I most want to spend this precious resource of the limited time that I have. Do I want to spend another 3 or 4 hours at the office? Or do I want to be home in time for dinner with my beautiful wife? Do I want to keep chewing tobacco, or do I kick this nasty, horrid addiction so that I can see my kids graduate from high school and maybe even get to meet my grandkids if I have any? Do I want to give the one-fingered salute to the guy who has just cut me off on the freeway, or is there a different reaction that I want to convey? Our time here is limited. How do you want to spend it? How do you keep that in focus with all of the pressures and different directions that life pulls on us by a moment-by-moment basis? Writing our eulogies or our tombstone is a solid exercise for helping to stay focused on what's most important to you right now. Right now! Thank you so much for watching. I am profoundly grateful to share this time with you, as it fulfills my purpose of trying to move the needle for all of our health and wellness. If you go to my website, tomboomershine.com, you'll find links to the research I've referenced and others, tips and tricks, and even some recipes. There you can join my email list, and I'll notify you of all that is coming from me to you. If you like what you're seeing, click subscribe, and you'll be notified when I post the next video. I'm also always grateful for anyone who wants to buy me coffee, as I am a deeply committed addict to the bean of caffeine. All of these links you'll find in the description of the video below. I'm Tom Boomershine of Mastering Mortality, where we work hard to help you make the most of each moment. Until I see you again next time. Peace.